Welcome back, guys. Today I got a really cool flashlight here on my workbench. It's the Brinyte T28 Artemis. It's a zoomable and three-color flashlight that is also great for hunting or other outdoor activities. I really like the three-color output because I can use it in my underground photography for special light effects. So I got this card here from Kitty. Thanks, Kitty, for providing me with this review sample. So I'm really happy to finally hold it in my hands. As you can see, it's a really nice quality cardboard boxing with all the information already printed on the back. So it's really nice, readable. So I'm going to put all the technical specifications at the bottom of the video description, so you can read everything if it goes too fast in the review. So yeah, I'd say let's have a closer look. It's a tight fit. Have another cardboard boxing with magnets. The user manual, which is quite nice. It's something different than we used to know, the small booklets. The T28 itself. And then we have the small accessory box. Small bracelet. Brinyte patch. So they always provide some cool accessories. We have a remote cable switch for the mount on a gun, which I don't need because I'm not going hunting. We have the USB-C cable, 2 spare O-rings, as well as a lanyard. So as you can see, it's a decent sized flashlight. We have a rotary knob for stepless ramping or dimming, how you want to call it, at the end. We have a switch to switch between the different emitters, green, white and red. Engravings are nicely done. There are no sharp edges. The anodizing is clean, so I really like it. As well as on the first Brinyte flashlight I had, they have the engraving that it's a sample, not for sale. So I find that's pretty cool because it makes the flashlight unique. So before the first use, we need to unscrew the tail cap. As you can see, it runs smoothly, the threads. As always, before the first use, remove the battery protection. So going to have a closer look at the included 21700 battery with 5000 milliamps, USB-C rechargeable, so that's always cool to have. I'll show you, you cannot further disassemble it. So we have a spring at the bottom and a spring at the tail cap, so you can either use button top or flat top batteries. That's always cool if there are springs on both sides, so you are not limited with the batteries you want to use. For the operation, it is really simple. Long press the tail clicky. For me, it's a bit too long to switch it off. It goes fast, but as you can see, it takes 2 to 3 seconds until it is turned on. And then we have the white, the green and the red. So I really like the user interface because it is really simple but still quite innovative. So that's a big plus for this flashlight. And then as you can see, you can dim it down and dim it back up again. You also have small battery indicator light here, green for full. Going to have a closer look at this later on in this video. And then we have, of course, a zoom function. For me, the zoom function is nice to have. I don't really need it. On this distance you don't really see it, but as soon as I'm going to go a bit away, you can see the shape of the LED. That's something I personally don't really like that much. It always reminds me of cheap zoom flashlights. I think here Brinyte could do a little bit better, because overall I really like the flashlight. Outdoors it's not big of a deal, but I always prefer a nice round beam while fully zoomed. So yeah, I think that they can do a bit better in a future iteration of this flashlight. So what we can do is disassemble the light to show you how the LED switching mechanism works. You can see this is the lens. It's made from plastic, and here you can see now how the different emitters are switched around. So this is pretty cool, really innovative. I really like it because you can really operate it with one hand here, and performs really nicely. So I'm going to put it back together, and then we are going to have a closer look at the technical specifications of this flashlight. So I'm taking the box because it's bigger, so you can see it quite nicely. So maximum beam distance we have 525 meters in white light, 255 meters red, and 340 meters in green. Maximum beam intensity 96,600 candela for the white, 16,480 for the red, and 29,160 for the green light. Waterproof according to EP66 and drop resistant to impacts from a height of about 1 meter. Dimensions 182 to 169 millimeters of length, so that's while defocusing the flashlight gets bigger or longer. Body diameter is 25.4, the head diameter 54 millimeters. The weight 200 grams excluding the battery. For the LED it utilizes one white LED from Cree, one red, so they don't give any specifications about the emitter type, and they say that it is a patented 3-color lighting source switch design, so this is unique from them. As I said, I really like the innovation here. Has the reverse polarity protection, as well as the overcharge and over discharge, and an overheat protection. So it comes with all the technical standards we know. In the product description they don't tell us much more. So we are now going to check the Lumen output mode in my Usbc ball, which I got from a forum member of the German flashlight forum. It is self-made, but it is delivering quite good values. So we are now in the white mode, in the de-zoom function, where they indicate 650 lumens. I measure between 600 and 580 lumens. There's no stepping down of the flashlight, so that's really nice. Firstly, I thought the 360 lumens were when it dims down, but this is the focused mode. So once I focus the flashlight, they indicate it with 360 lumen, and I measure 330 lumen, so that's quite a good value, because there are flashlights that deliver much less than indicated, and that's not the case here. So we are going to switch to the red one. There they indicate with 55 lumen zoomed. I measure 100, so there we even have more. I will unzoom the flashlight. put it on. There we have 190 instead of 140. So that's always nice. Green light de-zoomed. 130 they indicate, and we measure 107. I will zoom it. They indicate 70 lumen and I measure 55. So that's quite awesome, because I'm always happy if the indicated lumens are correct. So as you can see, they tell that they have a over discharge and overheat protection, but that's not really correct, because I have a battery here that has 3 volts, so it's that, and still the battery indicator is green and the flashlight turns on. So this is only true if you use the Brinyte battery that has a built-in protection. So the flashlight itself does not have an over discharge protection. That's not true. So let's have a closer look at the remote switch. So as you can see, in the middle you turn the flashlight on. Works without a problem. And then by pressing and holding the minus or plus, you get the stepless dimming that you can also do with the rotary switch at the back. It works in every mode. So for hunters, this is also a nice option. I love stepless dimming on all flashlights, so also on this one. I'm not going to go into any details of the USB-C charging of the battery. It's the standard as we know it. There's a small red light while charging and it turns into green while when it's full. So on this one we don't have the indication LED at the end. So let's head outside to check the flashlight in the dark. So guys, we are outdoor now. I'm going to show you what the light performs in the dark. As you can see, I am in the widest defocused mode, in the brightest setting. I'm going to dim down to the lowest mode. As you can see, it's getting quite dark. I'm showing you that it is still on. I'm going to ramp up again, so the switch is really nice. I'm going to zoom in. As you can see, it has a decent beam distance. What I don't like that much is the square beam. I prefer round beam, but with a lot of zoom flashlights, that's what you get. I'm going to switch over now to the green mode. As you can see, the distance you reach is still quite high. Red mode, also impressive. I'm going to zoom out, show you the green one, show you the red one. So overall the user interface is really cool. So let's head inside again for a quick conclusion about this light. So overall, I really like the T28 Artemis. As a flashy, you love the concept of new designs, so I really love the rotary switch, which is always cool for stepless dimming. I love the different options of LED types here, as well as the switching mechanism, which is awesome. The lowest mode I measured in my Usbc ball is about 4 lumen for white light, 1 lumen for red light and 3 lumen for green light. So that's always fine. I also like if there's a moon mode, but for this flashlight it's not really necessary, because you have a 1 lumen red mode, so that preserves your night vision and is awesome. So overall this guy really convinced me. I really like the T28. I'm really happy that Kitty provided me a sample review, so thanks again for that. There are a few things that I would have done a bit differently. For example, the possibility of the lockout, which is not given. You really need to unscrew the light completely to switch it off. So here they could improvise for a future iteration. I would wish for a flashlight in this size to have at least 1000 to 2000 lumens. I don't know if it's due to the switching mechanism here that they did not give it more lumens because of the heat dissipation or so. But maybe in the future they will provide a flashlight with more lumen, so that would be really nice. The other thing I would wish for is to get a holster with a flashlight this size, because it is too big for carrying it in the pocket, so a holster would be nice to put it on the belt while hiking or other activities. And then the last thing I think they could improve a bit is the square LED shape that you see while zooming completely out. It's not a really big deal because outdoors you don't see it that much, but I prefer a round beam. So I really hope my review provided you with all the information you needed. If you have any input, please make sure to put it in the comment section. And for the rest, as always, please make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be informed about future reviews. Thanks a lot and see you soon, guys. Bye bye.